Welcome back everybody. The sun is briefly still shining at the moment at Larford Lakes. I'm just going to flick the camera around for you because we've got an angler playing a fish. So we're here. This is day one of the Golden Rod feeder final. There are previous live streams to this one if you want to catch up what's been happening, and we've just got past the first hour. Now we're over on Shallybank, just so you know where we are. These are the Shallies, and this is the MPEG on Shallybank, and this is the Spessy Lake. Over there is Match Lake, there's the cafe, just so you know where we are, and that's looking back down towards peg 18. Now this is end peg, if I can get the numbers the right way around for you, this is MPEG 34 and this is Dave Wright. Now this is the first one we've seen him catch. That looks like a good fish, that's a proper lump. It's a really good fish. This is called Spessy Lake for a reason. So this is Dave Wright on peg 34. That's a really good fish, that one. That is the first one we've seen him catch today. We think, or we're pretty sure that peg 33, that's this angler here, this is Jason White. We're sure he's caught a fish, and we've only just got over here. So basically we spent the first 50 minutes over on Match Lake, which is over there. It's nowhere near as windy over there. It is breezy, but it's nowhere near as windy as what it is over here. And it was quite a slow start, to be fair. I thought it was a good start, but from how it fished yesterday and from what Phil Briscoe, the event organiser and fishery owner, has said, it was much slower than he expected. So over there, basically, if I can get the peg numbers right for you, over on peg 13, which was Vic Molyneux, he had a lump early on. He had one in about the first 10 minutes or so, so he was leading really as far as we could see. The Match Lake Burr was very quiet, but Vic Molyneux is actually on peg 13 on the grass bank, so just before the island, on the point of the island. He had a good fish in the first 10 minutes, so he was kind of leading. And then after that it really went quiet. There was just the odd skimmer being caught, and then on the end peg, which is peg 34 on that lake, which is the end peg opposite the cafe on the Burr, that is Michael Sanders. That is peg 34 on the end. When I came away from there about 10 minutes ago, he got 3 carp, and he was doing by far the best just there. Ian Giddings on his left had a small fish that looked like an F1. He's on his left on peg 33. So he was doing the best on Match Lake. It was the favoured end, you know, that is the favoured end of the lake. That's where lots of people fancied drawing today. So he was winning with 3 carp. Opposite him is Eddie Bryden. He's drawn peg 1, which again is a peg that loads of people wanted, or everyone wanted. But it's been a slow start for Eddie. I saw him get a couple of small skimmers, but then as I came away, he had a carp. He did catch a carp, not a huge fish, but he did get a carp, so he's got a carp. And then the only one who we've seen catch there is actually on peg 5 on grass, over on the grass bank, which is Martin Carpenter. He got 2 carp when we came away. So for the first hour's fishing, 3 carp is the best. So, you know, I guess it is a steady start, slow start, but it is March. That wind is freezing cold. Hopefully it's not affecting the sound too much for you. And to be quite honest, this is the first time I've streamed like this, any sort of live match footage for you on this channel today. So I'm hoping you're enjoying it. If you are, please keep giving these thumbs up. I've never done them on this channel before, and so it's a little bit of an experiment, and it's just for me, you know, if you can let me know basically if you do like this sort of coverage right here on YouTube, because I understand that not everyone's on Facebook, which is where most live streams go. So if you want to see more things like this, obviously not only today but in my future events and going forward for the rest of the year, please speak with your thumbs up, because you know, that means a lot to me. It lets me know that you want to see them. So that wind's getting up again. So what I'm going to do is I'll walk right the way down here and just let you know, show you some of the pegs and show you where people have drawn. So I'm going to flip the camera around so you don't have to look at my face anymore. So I've already said on this MPEG is, let's just have a look, the MPEG is 34, so that's Dave Wright. Okay, we've just seen him get one. If we're going to go down, I'm going to work my way down towards the far end. Next one down is Jason White. This is peg 33. Alright, as you can see, they've got the wind hacking into them here. If you've seen the previous streams over on Match Lake, the wind's nowhere near as bad as this. Then going along to peg 32, this is Richard Toomer. It's quite a few degrees cooler over here, and as you can imagine, those anglers on the other bank there, on the Burr, they've got the wind coming over their heads. So it's definitely much warmer where they are as well. So we'll work our way along the bank. This is the bank they've been working on, as you can see. They've been sculpting it and tipping on it all the way around. There is grass actually starting to grow on there, which is good. But as you can see, they have actually put this hardcore down here, so the anglers have been able to drive over here and drop their gear off at the peg, which has been great. It just means they can't leave the vehicles on this top burr or on this shallow bank, but they've been able to just put the vehicles just there. But it's been ideal for them to drop the gear off. Okay, so that's Richard there. Next one along is Jason Dunworth, peg 31. And then as we work our way along, this is peg 30. It is getting much more solid and firm down there. This was done a long time, well, probably this has been tipped on the longest, and that'll be why there's grass growing on there. Peg 30, that's Paul Cook, that's Cookie. And then as we get to his left, peg 29, this is Sam Williams, peg 29. What I am doing is, as I'm walking along, I'm keeping my eye out for any fish that may be getting hooked, so that I can actually show you. But literally the only fish we've seen caught while I've been streaming this particular time has been the end peg, so it's telling you and showing you how difficult it's fishing. Next peg along is Darren Cox, and this is where the bank starts to go back onto the natural bank again. So that's where you get back onto the harder core, and there's one or two platforms there as well. So that's Darren Cox on peg 28. Last one on this bank. Any good, Darren? 8 skimmers. Brilliant, mate. Not a lot. I think, well, from what end peg's just had a lump. No, to your right, 34. Yeah. Dave's had a few on, and he's had about 4 F. I know you're not fishing against him, Dave, but I think he's had 4 F1s, I think, and 6 skimmers and a little carp, but he's not in your section, is he? Has he caught out on your left, him in red? I think he was going for units. Good luck, Darren. Peg 27, Phil Ringer. Thumbs down, but you know he's a danger. That's why he dresses in red. Never out of it. So that's Phil Ringer there. A couple of skimmers, peg 27. Next along is peg 26, Craig Whitaker. How many you got, Craig? Any good? 9 skimmers or bream? 9 bream. Brilliant, mate. And then as we go here, that wind isn't quite as strong here. It's still a bit dodgy, but what we got here, peg 25, so Martin Long. 24, playing another fish. This will, if that's a skimmer, that's the second one I've seen him catch. So there are some skimmers getting caught, and the odd bonus bream. Looks like another skimmer. This is Sando Zux. Yep, another good quality skimmer though. Won't call it a bream, but great fish to be putting in the net while you're waiting for the bonus carp. Peg 23, that's Danny. 6, ticking over. 6 skimmers. And peg 22, let me just double check this peg number. I believe that's Matt Maguire. Peg 22, there we go. Any good, Matt? 2 skimmers. Yeah, the carp obviously aren't feeding yet. I think we've only heard of probably 2 caught along this bank, but it is Spessy Lake, and when people get carp on here, there could be anything. They could be well into 20 pounds, so that'll cancel out all these skimmer weights. So peg 21, that's Gareth Hawley there. These have been able to drive over here. It's obviously much firmer underground underfoot here, so you know you can leave your vehicles over here, which makes it ideal. Is this peg 20? Didn't recognise him. Sean Kelly. No stranger to this competition. That's a good quality fish. Nice one, Sean. Have you got many more, Sean?
6 skimmers, mate.
6 skimmers. Nice one, mate. So that's peg 20. Then going along here is peg 19. This is Martin Taylor. Have you had much, Martin? 5 skimmers. Brilliant, mate. And then on the end over there, on the end over here is peg 18. This is David Wood of Bag Up TV. This is the peg that won the match yesterday when Nick Speed was. At the last count, I think David got 4 F1s, about 6 skimmers and a small carp, so he's ticking over really nicely. But as you can imagine, you know, anything can happen with a peg. I mean, he's on an end peg, but it's a long way out of the corner. You know, there aren't any anglers to his left there. But like I said earlier, these anglers, it's all right people knowing that Dave's caught a few here. The anglers right down there aren't competing against him. You know, they're fishing at these section points, and that's why, you know, when you're competing against anglers on the opposite you, at least you feel as though, well, you're fishing the same water as them. Opposite him, you probably just see the blue keep nets on that end peg, and you can see how far out of that corner that peg is. That is Simon Fry. We haven't been over there yet, so I'm not sure what he's caught, but he really fancies that draw today, Simon. I know he does. So you know what it's like, you know, after, well, it's an hour and a half or so now into the match. Still early days, especially at this time of year. So I'm going to head back over to Match Lake, find out what's been going on, find out if it's picked up, and find out if the people that we thought were doing best over there are still doing well. And we haven't really been to that top end yet where the island is, so I'm going to work my way over there, and I'll be checking in with you in a little while. So thanks for logging on, everybody. I know it's a Saturday morning, but it's nice to see so many people logging on and watching. Like I say, it's the first time I've done these streams on this channel, and if you want to see more of them, please keep letting me know, you know, and keep watching them and keep giving it thumbs up. It really does make a difference when I'm looking at the performance of videos and just trying to get a feel for what you want to see. So I'm going to go back over there. My ears are a little bit cold now, that wind is really, really cold, and I'll check in with you in a little while just to let you know, probably around the halfway stage I think, just to let you know what's been happening. I'll go and get some more information, and yeah, just thanks for following so far, everybody, and I'll check in with you just after the halfway stage.